Hi there, you're at the Action Centre, the main event, and we must warn you first, get your pulse checked before the program starts, because it's here, the one we've waited for, John Dybvig. They've brawled, they've battled, and some of them have cheated. They made it and some of them didn't. I'm talking about the big bout tonight, the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship title match for that big belt between Siva and the Stockman. How do you see the bout?
Well, that's right, Butch. We've got some great action tonight. I'm really pumped up for this one. This will be one unbelievable match. It'll be fireworks galore. It'll be survival of the fittest, and I'm picking the Stockman.
He says the Stockman, I'm sticking with Siva. You'll find out tonight here on the main event.
Oh, big clothesline right off the bat. Look at him.
Tell you what, John Dybvig, Siva is pumped tonight.
Both these guys are pumped. Oh, look at that arm drag. Go back. This is a duke out. It's toe-to-toe. It's a brawl right now. Call the match. I know you want Offie to win, but call it fair. Look at that.
He's calling for it. It's the best of three falls. There's a lot of action tonight.
Oh, big.
I tell you, John, I mean, I'd get out of here. Up the pole. I can walk out now.
Match City, baby.
Here it is.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Siva, no one wrestler has excited audiences more. He's back on the main event to claim the prize held by his mentor, Steve Rickard. And only the Canadian Stockman Patterson stands in his way. But so far, it's been a brutal rise to the top. Diamond Timothy Flowers was first in his draw. Flowers has come from New York with a big reputation as a hard wrestler with little regard for the rules. Flowers hit Offie with everything he had. He was desperate to win the belt and made use of every tactic he could muster. Offie discovered that he was in a real contest and had to reach down deep to find a way to victory. As always, he did it in fine wrestling style. The ref makes the third count, and Offie inches closer to the prize. Next, the Australian, Kid Hardy. He complemented some fine wrestling maneuvers with some questionable tactics. He did whatever was necessary to win, but Offie took all that he could dish out, then came back and repaid that compliment. He showed Hardy the Samoan style of wrestling and had the crowds on their feet when they heard 1, 2, 3. You could have thought that Bulldog Bob Brown could offer much of a challenge to the superbly fit Siva. The Bulldog was surely past his best, but all those years of experience make the Bulldog a cagey and sometimes dirty wrestler. Siva had his work cut out for him. Brown tried to upset Offie with some distracting tactics. He took advantage of every opportunity open to him and dished out some severe punishment to the chief. But Siva was not to be denied his right to the prize, and the Bulldog was made to hear the count. Siva has fought his way to the championship final. He's just one step away from the belt once worn by his mentor, Steve Rickard. But only time will tell if he can wear that crown. Time and 3 falls. Butch Bradley, Main Event News.
Mr. Stockman, you think I forget the insult you did to me last time? No, no, no. Be there, because I will be there. My people will be there. My fans will be there. And everybody will be there. And I fussy for oil fasa more. And I know oil kako fasa more. I'm qua pangi lava, pangi fussy soli kiki. So say me fayai. Yeah. Be there, because everybody is gonna come and watch how the Samoan is gonna do his thing on the Stockman, the big Stockman, because I don't care. The Stockman. Please be there. Ala fasio e mkwa sasa ko ile ulu ka sa mala ka velo fafo o le mel nga ke mga awai. Awai le fulano in Samoa.
Only on 3.
The main event presents a 1-4 match with a 10-minute time limit. From Mongolia, standing 6 feet 1 inch and weighing 285 pounds, the Mongolian Mauler!
I gotta ask you, John Dybvig, is there any truth in the rumor that this guy's a first cousin of yours?
Hey, Bradley, just call the match. Did you see it? This guy's unbelievable. He really ripped Shane O'Rourke to pieces last week. Look at that hair, Bradley. Isn't that cute?
Oh! Fresh up. It's got to be good
weighing 221 pounds, Olsen!
This man has got to be a thrill seeker, John Dybvig.
Olsen, he's a great scientific wrestler, but I don't think that's going to help him one bit against the menace, the Mongolian Mauler.
Well, there's a lot of great wrestlers here in New Zealand, and here's another one, a consummate wrestler, Olsen. I'm a scientific wrestler, and I'll turn him inside out, inside the ring, turn them upside down. They'll be looking up at the lights. I'm a scientific wrestler, but I could go any style. The first thing I'll do is look my man in the eye, and when I see the fear in his eyes, I know he's all mine. Listen, if you're not careful with Olsen, you just might get a public spanking and a wonderful wrestling lesson.
Scientific science ain't going to help the Mongolian Mauler. The man is a freak of nature. He is a scientific curiosity.
I think he was hatched from an alien planet. Look at him.
Look at that. You didn't tell me the Dybvig family came from Mongolia, John. Look at that.
Bradley, leave my personal life out of this.
Hey, oh, look at them shoes. You got a pair of slippers like that at home, John? What do you reckon?
Don't worry about what he wears, Bradley. Everything this guy does has a purpose.
The Mongolian Mauler. We can joke, we can jest, but neither of us would get in the ring with the man, John.
Oh, he is a man mountain. Look at this guy.
What a way to start the night, John Dybvig. The big night of the heavyweight.
Oh, look at that. He just throws him around like a rag doll. I'll tell you what, Olsen has got to come up with a scientific move. Otherwise, he's not even going to stand a chance.
Look at the way the man moves. It's action aplenty here on the main event tonight. We start with the Mauler. We move to... Oh, did you see him just shove Olsen away? We're moving towards the big one tonight, John Dybvig, of course. Up next after the Mauler mauls and does it like only he can do it. We see action aplenty. The Stockman, Siva battle it out for that heavyweight championship match. But back to center ring action now. Look at the size of it.
Oh, that's it. Great move by Olsen. Gets him in a side headlock, but he's no match for the Mauler. Look at that. The Mauler. He's unbelievable.
Look at this. Olsen, look at that. Olsen.
Makes no impact on him.
I got to tell you, John, I mean, I'd get out of here. I'd just walk out now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bradley, you might be right at that point. It might be better to save your career than risk your life against this guy. This guy is a menace.
Did you see that? Look. I can see a similarity between he and you, John. He also grunts in four-letter words.
Bradley, I'm only going to warn you one more time, and I might have to take some action.
Back to center ring action now. I'll tell you what, John, I don't know whether I'd like to be kicked in the face by those boots. Look at they're almost like a gaff.
Oh, look at that face. Slams Olsen right into the turnbuckle. Goes for the other turnbuckle. I don't think that'll affect the Mauler. I think he just messed up his hairdo a bit.
Rammed the face into the turnbuckle.
Oh, a big eye rake by the Mauler. I'll tell you what, Bradley, Olsen is playing dumb. He's trying to beat him on brawn. He's like, oh, look at that rake. Oh, how would you like to feel that down your back?
Well, not in that context, anyway.
Oh, big body slam. Oh, it's a backbreaker slam to the side. He covers up. Oh, look at that. What a quick move by Olsen.
He tried to kick out, John, and he just couldn't shift that body that is the Mauler.
Oh, big slingshot. Oh, what a clothesline.
Yeah. Did you see the way, I mean, he didn't even seem to put much force into that arm.
He doesn't have to. It weighs about 300 pounds in its own strike. Off the slingshot. Oh, he's too quick. Oh, Olsen comes back with a clothesline of his own.
Didn't seem to hurt. He looks a bit dazed, but notice how quickly he got back up. The problem is the size of the man. It takes 2 minutes for the pain to get to his brain.
Look at that. Making no effect on him. He's looking at him. He's going, oh, yeah. Oh, right to the turnbuckle. Oh, big boot.
Did you see that? Ooh.
What an athletic move. You see how high he got his leg?
Oh.
Olsen too quick.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to matter. Oh, no, the
Oh, big body slam here. Yes, Snap City, baby.
Here it is.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it was a crusher move. He flattened him. That's it. It's all over. This guy is a walking menace.
Here he comes, as usual. He likes
to finish it in style, just in case the first one doesn't work. But Olsen's lucky. He gets 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, and you're out of there.
Somebody get that man out of the ring. Oh, a little curtsy, a little bow, and he checks the hairdo. How was that?
Man's got style, Bradley. He likes his hairdo.
You call that
Look
style?
out.
Yeah, I can see the similarity, John. I can see why you recognize that as style. Let's get the official word from center ring now.
And the winner, by 1 fall, the Mongolian Mauler.
By 1 fall, the man got 3 falls. Can you believe that? All that action?
Oh, look at that. He's really wild. He's ripping up the place.
In case you missed it, this is how it happened. He's off the rope. Olsen goes for a move, but the Mauler picks him up. He throws him down like an empty tin can. A can he'll probably eat. He's off the rope. Wait for it. Splash.
Tracking, double speed plate.
The championship match for the Commonwealth heavyweight belt. A 3-fall match with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing from Canada, 6 feet 5 inches, 265 pounds, the Canadian Stockman, Patterson.
There he goes, John Dybvig. He's wired. He's ready. This one is about to happen. The Stockman Patterson up against Siva.
That's right, Butch. I'll tell you what. This is the big one. The Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship match. Best of 3 falls. And I'll tell you what, Bradley, these guys are hot tonight.
I'm going to wrestle the great Samoan High Chief. And you know what? We have High Chiefs in my country of Canada, and I know just how to handle the High Chiefs. I'm going to put you away, and I'm going to kick your butt like it's never been kicked before.
And his opponent, from Samoa, 6 feet tall, 245 pounds, the High Chief, Siva.
I'll tell you what, Bradley, this is one stunt Offie might not survive.
John, tonight might be more than just survival of the fittest.
Oh, this place is erupted.
True. I am a Samoan High Chief, and I am proud to be a Samoan who fought his way to the top of the competition. I watched Steve Rickard defend his title many times, but due to the fact that some godless punks who almost put his career to an end, that he has to retire. But I never forget the man who teach me how to wrestle. That's why I'm back here in New Zealand. Because I want to fight for that title, and I want to win it so that the Rickard's family can keep the belt. They deserve it. The championship rules are sanctioned by the NWA. But Stockman, I still haven't forget you. The big insult you did to me last time. May the best man win this time. So for.
Oh, it started already, John Dybvig.
Well, I tell you what, he turned his back on him, and the Stockman took advantage of it. This guy knows what to do. Oh, big clothesline right off the bat. Look at him. Whoa, look at that body.
He wants that belt, John Dybvig. He wants that belt. He's calling for it. It's the best of 3 falls. There's a lot of action tonight.
Oh, big body slam.
Look at him. He wants it. He says he is the champion, and at the moment he is looking good.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Oh, nice. Oh, unbelievable leg trip. Unbelievable leg trip.
First pin. Do you believe that?
Oh, what a move by Offie. That was quick.
Pin, John Dybvig. What a move.
That was unbelievably quick, but the Stockman was running around crowing about things. He let his guard down. Mistake.
Siva Offie got the first pin within 60 seconds. Let's see this action again. All right, look at him lock up. He ties up those legs. I don't know whether that's a judo move or what, John Dybvig, but look at him. The Stockman can't get out. He's got him wrapped up like this year's Christmas present.
to every bigger blow.
Now the first ball came about. The Stockman was on top, really. Dishing out the punishment. Really being brutal to Siva. Big clothesline. Wham! Stockman was on top of the action. Bam! Big head pound right there. He went to make the big body slam. Woo! Right to the mat. Champion! He looked like he was in trouble. But all was done. He hooks him with a leg and comes up with a Samoan crab. And 1, 2, 3. The Patterson is out. Here it is in slow motion. Patterson looks for the big body slam. Off he hooks his leg. Roll him into a Samoan crab. He had nowhere to go. Shorty counts a 1, 2, 3. First ball to Siva.
That's one down. Siva has 2 to go. They lock up again at the referee's hold.
I think the Stockman will be a little more cautious this time. Oh, what a slap! What a slap by Offie!
You want to slap his face? Ooh, he didn't get out quick enough. Just got his head stomped on.
Well, smart move on his part. He got out of the ring to recover, recoup, think about something new.
He just got stomped on like a grape. You got to bottle that man and make it Stockman 90. What a good...
Oh, look at the impression on these two guys' faces. Offie, real quick headlock right off the bat. Side headlock.
Look at that.
He's cranking it up. You gotta say one thing. Offie's got a great body. Look at the build.
Tell you what, John Dybvig, Siva Offie is pumped tonight.
Both these guys are pumped. Oh, look at that arm drag. What a great move. Look at him. Ooh, he looks like a lethal weapon, doesn't he?
He's down there.
But look at the Stockman. There's no fear in his eyes. He's going right for it. This is a great match. This is spectacular action.
Oh,
Reverse shoulder lock.
look at that. He's trying to break out of that move. Look at the force, the power. How'd you like to be in between those 2 big biceps? The Stockman, Siva Offie, 2 of the biggest bodies on the main event. 2 of the best wrestlers.
Bradley, you don't know what a body is. Quit talking about bodies and call the match.
Back to center ring action. Even the Supercoach excited tonight. He's picked the Stockman, but you've got to admit, John Dybvig, Siva Offie still in with it, John.
Oh! In with a chance. Great move by Patterson. Got him in a side headlock.
Siva Offie, 1 fall up already. It's action and plenty on the main
Look
event.
at the expression on Patterson's face. This guy is all business tonight.
He's got to, John. He's 1 fall down. The Patterson going for the big count.
Oh, what power! Referee better check out the action right there. Offie could be expiring.
What sort of weight we got on the canvas at the moment, John? Discounting Shorty Patterson. How many pounds standing there brawling?
295 pounds. Oh, great move by Offie. Oh, but he ran into a moving mountain. Look at Patterson. He's going crazy in the ring. Oh,
Siva tripped him. Did you see that move?
Great move by Offie. This guy is a fantastic scientific wrestler. He's got speed, he's got quick, and he's got martial arts.
And, of course, John Dybvig, we could see it tonight. The famous sleeper hold is taught to Siva Offie by Mark Lewin. Mark Lewin, famous right around the world for the sleeper hold. He made it into an art of wonderment. He taught it to Siva Offie.
I'll tell you what, Bradley, if Offie puts on the sleeper hold, it could be lights out for Stockman Patterson.
Yeah, the Stockman's aware of that. He's been watching Siva. He's been taunting him. I don't think he's going to let himself get caught that quickly. The Stockman, he's 1 fall down. And it's the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship bout for the belt.
Big drives right to the stomach section, right to the old boiler room. The Stockman's trying to wear him out. I'll tell you what, though, you got to give it to them. These 2 guys, they've locked up like 2 horns. It's unbelievable.
John Dybvig says it, and you better believe it. It is unbelievable.
Hey, Bradley, I'll call it. You just use your own words, will ya?
So maybe you're sponsored by Ripley's or something. Back to center ring action now as they lock up on the canvas. Well, the Stockman boasted. Rumor has it to main event that it was only, a week or so ago, John Dybvig, that the Stockman Patterson and Siva Offie met in a restaurant in Los Angeles unexpectedly, and it happened in the restaurant.
Oh, look at that. He looks like he's going to be expiring. I don't know. Patterson better come up with something pretty quick here. It could be all over.
Siva Api, that big side headlock. I thought he'd moved into that sleeper from down there. But no, just a side headlock. Look at the power and the muscle. The pressure on the...
He could step his neck. He could step his neck. Oh, look at him cranking up. Look at his eyes. He can't take it. What's the referee doing? Get in there, Shorty. Check it. This could be a lethal move.
Siva Api, I don't know, he must be practicing as a chiropractor lately because he just restored the Stockman's neck.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in that position for anything. That's a dangerous position.
And of course the big news, this is it, the one you've been waiting for. There he is, Steve Rickard. He has put his own Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship belt up. That's it. You saw it, John Dybvig. That's what they're fighting for.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a great looking belt. But I'll tell you what, right now, Bradley, these two guys are really dishing out some punishment in the ring. This is great, spectacular action. Look at the Patterson, look at the Stockman. He's going nuts. He wants Sophie to get up. He wants to dish out the punishment.
John Dybvig, as you know, Siva Api is the protege of Steve Rickard, and Steve looked worried.
That's right. He's a little concerned right now. Look at Patterson. He's made a great comeback. This guy can dish it out. He can also take it. And now he's dishing it out to Api. It's a standing surfboard. Look at that.
Down, a man thinks he's on the coast of California, John. Right,
Oh,
the
look
big
at him
one.
crank it up. He might break his back.
Come on, Siva, bring that. Look at the power of those arms.
Look at the determination on that face of the pot. The Canadian Stockman. He's determined. Look at Api. He might expire.
Look at this Stockman deal out that pace. He wants that belt, John Dybvig. He wants it more than just to hold up his trousers. He wants to wear it with pride. He's one full down. He's got to make this move count, John.
On the back of it. Oh, look at that. What muscle. What power. It's a test of wills, but the Stockman throws the big boot in there. Really putting the pressure on. He's wearing Api down.
Look at that. More muscles than an aqua farm in the Marlborough Sounds.
I'll tell you what, Bradley, this is the greatest action I've seen ever. This is unbelievable wrestling. This is wrestling at its best. We got two great athletes in the ring going at it toe to nail.
Oh, Siva fights his way back to his feet. He's got to get back up. He's one fall ahead, but if the Stockman gets the better of him, we're back to square one. Best of 3 falls.
Oh, he reversed it. He reversed it. What power. That's totally awesome power. Api is amazing.
Look at that.
How can these two guys take this much punishment? Oh, he's cranked it up.
Oh, the surfboard.
Oh, he's got that Samoan surfboard going with it now. Look
Siva
out.
Api, he's riding the big wave now. And the Stockman is getting corralled. Now he knows what it's like to be one of those steers that he drops to the ground and brands. Siva is about to put his mark
Smart
on the
move by
Stockman.
Stockman. Very smart move. Got to the ropes. Very smart move. Get out of the ring to recuperate. Got to shake those shoulder muscles up again.
The Stockman taking the time. He's got a 20-second count. He's got to make the most of it.
That's right. He's smart. He's a wily cager. He knows what he's doing. Oh, referee's locked up right away. Patterson goes right for him. Oh, what a slap. Oh, look at him. He's snapping his face all over the ring. Oh, turn. Oh,
there
he's
you
going to
go.
crack his chest with a headbutt to the chest.
Look at that, and he's working on him now.
Boy, off he shot. Oh, great eye rake. What a
That'll
great
slow you
move.
down. That'll slow you down. Just checking for contact lenses. No, ain't got none, but got a spare eyeball. Grabs the hair of Api. Here he
Oh,
goes.
what is it? What is
Oh,
it? An
and a-
abdominal stretch.
Oh, he's locked in. He's locked in.
He's got him in an abdominal stretch.
He's just about to rip the pectoral muscles out from the side of Siva Api. Look at him. You can see them bulging, John Dybvig.
Oh, what power. Look at the pain in off his face. Look at it.
That stuff's popping like corn in a microwave. Look at that. Look at the face. Determination. He's one fall down. He needs a submission.
He has to get this one right here. 295 pounds stretching the pectorals of Siva Api.
Siva says no. He won't submit. There's more than pride at stake here, John. A life dream could come true tonight for Siva. He could be the next Commonwealth heavyweight champion. What a counter.
A back rollover from Offie. He's still dazed. Patterson comes right back with a big boot, though. Oh, you've got two awesome athletes. What power in the ring. Somebody's going to get hurt.
And there you go, right across that middle rope, right across the throat of Siva. Shorty counts the Stockman off, though. Shorty's in for no nonsense tonight. Referee, Shorty in there.
These are two great specimens, human specimens of skill, muscle, and daring. This is great action. Oh, he's going to go right to the turnbuckle. That's not going to do anything to Offie, though.
Nah, that'll work.
That'll work. Little eye poke. That'll slow him down, but I'll tell you what, Patterson's got to be smarter than that.
Look at that.
He's trying to take the wind out of him, trying to slow him down.
Let's see the pain on Siva's face. Look at that.
Hey, what's the Mauler? What's the Mauler doing in there?
The Mongolian Mauler came out of nowhere.
A driving elbow. That's the fall to Patterson.
Did you see that? The Mongolian Mauler came out of nowhere. He used that flagpole to hit right in the stomach of Siva. A cheap shot here on the main event. You saw it, but sadly, Shorty, the referee, his back was turned. He did not see that move. Here we go.
He is right here.
Shorty. He calls for the Mongolians. He's out of nowhere. The Mongolian Mauler. Not only does he disappear from ringside, he disappears from the arena area here at the main event. You saw it. There it is. The legs up. 1, 2, 3. It's one fall apiece. Steve Rickard. Steve Rickard up there. Steve Rickard is in there as the manager of Siva.
This is the way the first ball went down. Siva hooks the leg, gives him a Samoan crab, and he pins the Stockman. One fall to Siva, and the Stockman is upset. Look out, Shorty. There it is. Hooks the leg, rolls him over, has him tied in knots in the Samoan crab. Shorty goes down with a 1, 2, 3, and the Stockman is down. One fall to Siva. He comes right back and starts dishing out the martial arts punishment. Slams the Stockman into the belt buckle and rams him with a head. Vicious uppercut to the body. Really working the Stockman over. Siva is upset. Oh, but an eye rake by the Stockman slows him down. Slams Siva's head into the belt buckle. It doesn't phase him, but an eye gouge does. The Stockman, big knee to the back of the neck, chokes him on the back of the rope. Siva looking in trouble right now. The Stockman, and out of nowhere, the Mongolian Mauler with a solar plex jab and a big elbow from the Stockman. Hooks the leg, and the Stockman is happy. It's one fall apiece. What's going to happen in the third fall? Here it is, the Mongolian Mauler with a solar plex jab. Whap, right to the solar plex. That'll straighten you out. Knocks Offie to the mat. One more time, the Mauler comes in. Whap! Big driving elbow by Patterson. Hooks the leg. A big smile for the camera, and the Patterson is happy with one fall. One fall apiece. Stockman Patterson flexing his muscle. Will Offie recover? Hey, forget about the replay, Bradley. Let's get back to live action. What is Rickard doing out there?
See that move. Here we go.
He is right here.
Shorty. He calls for the...
He's using it as a weapon.
You got it.
He's using it as a weapon.
Steve Rickard is the manager.
He's lost it. He's out of control.
Siva is back. Look at that.
Offie's out of control.
He's being egged on by Steve Rickard. Look, he's ringside.
What a
Steve Rickard. Look at the determination on Steve's face. He wants his protege to wear the belt. What a move!
How did Bradley get out of that? Unbelievable!
Steve what an amazing move. Rolled right over the body. That'll slow you down, John Dybvig.
No ordinary man can take that much punishment. Big cover. He got out of it again. These guys are super athletes. They're abnormal human beings. It's unbelievable action. It's spectacular.
Well, if it gets any worse, I think John Dybvig is going to explode.
action.
Do you believe that? I'm going to take my jacket off, John Dybvig. I am sweating just watching this action, I tell you. It's one fall apiece here. The big battle for the Commonwealth heavyweight belt. Steve Rickard is ringside, egging on, giving extra strength to Siva. We've got wrestlers coming out of the dressing room to take part in this match. I think sides have been chosen on the main event.
I'll tell you what, Bradley, this is the finest wrestling you'll ever see. These are two outstanding athletes working at their best. This is a test of wills, not only of strength and courage, but a test of wills. Both men want it.
We've waited weeks for this. We said it was going to be exciting, but John Dybvig, who'd have ever thought it was total insanity in the ring on main event?
This is explosion at its best. Look at Offie. Look at Offie. He might be expiring there. He's turning green.
I tell you what, look, he's losing all the color out of his face. I tell you what, it's not happening there. Siva Afi has had a chokehold. I'm not sure what.
He's got a chokehold. He might be expired right there. He's taking too much. Patterson's got 295 pounds of pressure in that arm. He's choking him.
Check his hand.
Patterson says check his hand. I think Siva Afi is out.
He wants him to lift his arm. He can't lift his arm. It should be a submission move. It's a submission hold right here. The referee better get in there. Shorty, check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, he's out. He's out cold.
He's out cold, he says.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. He came out of nowhere.
Siva Afi is back. He's
came
back.
out of nowhere.
Did you see that? Siva Afi is back. I thought it was all over then. I thought it was going to be 2-1 for a moment, John Dybvig. It's the best of three falls. 3-1 on the main event of this, the Commonwealth Heavyweight Championship belt.
What determination on these two guys. How did Offie get out of that? This guy, oh, big shoulder chop. Reverse chin lock right there.
And
wearing him down.
Big knee into the back of Siva Afi.
I'll tell you what, Bradley, somebody's got to give. Somebody's going to get hurt. They could end their careers here.
If somebody doesn't give, John Dybvig, I think something will break.
I don't normally agree with you, Bradley, but in this case, I think you're right.
I'll tell you what, John, I don't know. Well, I do know about you, but I'm pulling my hair out at the moment, and
Hey, Bradley!
It looks as though you were more excited than I was.
Get off the hair thing! I'm going to pull your hair out.
I tell you what, a tapping here on the main event tonight.
I'll tell you what, right now, Sifa's got to get out of there. He's got to make a move. He's got to design a move. He's got to come up with something spectacular. He's got to pull something out of his bag of tricks. He comes out with a martial arts karate move. A big headbutt to the chest. He's quick. He's all over the ring. Oh,
he's waiting for it. He's pulling it down.
Oh, big boot right to the face. I tell you, the Stockman is a cunning animal.
Look at that. The Stockman managed to get that punch in as he went down. He knew it was about to be a pin.
Yep, that's right.
Everyone's turned out for this big bout here tonight, John Dybvig. As I look in the packed stadium here in Auckland, the ASB Stadium, I see members of the basketball fraternity down here, John.
I'll tell you what, yeah, we got Lamar Jackson from the Moitackery Rangers here. He's a big man himself. I wonder what he thinks of Patterson. Maybe he's trying to make some moves to get some more rebounds.
Well, I've seen Lamar slam dunk, and he's probably looking for more power with some of these moves here to get up high and slam it through that hoop. They're here tonight, John Dybvig.
That's right, Bradley. We got everybody. This place is electric. It's really tense right now. Oh, big knee right to the back of the neck. Another big knee right to the back of the neck. The crowd's looking. They're very intense. Oh, he's hitting him in the head. Oh, no effect. No effect. This is a duke out. It's toe-to-toe. It's a brawl right now.
They're punching it out. Here we go.
Big slingshot.
Oh,
sleeper.
Sleeper.
He's got the sleeper. This could be lights out for Stockman Patterson.
The crowd are going wild.
Oh, what a smart move.
Stockman makes it to the ropes. I see that the fans sit down all of a sudden. They thought it was a pin to
They knew it was over, but the Stockman came back. Big cover by Offie. Oh, he got the shoulder out.
That was a 3 count.
No.
No.
No, he got his shoulder, Bradley. Just call the match. I know you want Offie to win, but call it fair. Look at that, a 300-pound body slam. Offie's going for a high-risk move. He's going. Oh, he moves. Patterson moved so quick. How did he do that? How could he possibly do that?
Now, I'm telling you, that sort of thing reduces the size of your family, John Dybvig.
You got that right, Bradley.
Put the knee in there. It's the difference between family benefit or...
A big kick to the stomach, 3 times into the turnbuckle, 5 times. The crowd's going nuts. They're counting. He's got to be knocked down on his feet.
reverse. Oh, look at this. What a move. He's got him down. That was the count. Yes, a big 3 on the main event. Siva has got the pin, and the fans go wild.
That was a totally spectacular move, Bradley. Unbelievably spectacular.
What a move. Siva, best of 3. He made it to 2. That's all he needs. Let's get down and set a ring for the official word. But first, let's take a look at the action. A slingshot. Patterson reverses it. He slams Offie into the turnbuckle. Offie out of nowhere brings the legs up. And look at that. I don't know whether you do that as a stuntman, is that a karate move, is that wrestling? I'll tell you what, John Dybvig, say it for me. It's a winning move. You got it.
Some little time back. Well,
What's the Mauler doing there? It's mayhem. The Mauler. Unbelievable. The Steve Rickard. They knocked down Rickard.
Someone's got to get him there.
The Mauler's out of control. This guy is unbelievable.
Offie is being knocked down of the ring. The Mauler is a maniac. He is going crazy. Let's get down there. Get someone in the ring.
Where did this guy come from?
Oh, my God. What's happening? Kill those lights.
Offie's taking the bolt on.
People at home don't want to see this, John Dybvig. This is terrible.
Oh, he knocked the Mauler out with a headbutt.
Offie is in the ring. Get those wrestlers out of there.
Look at Rickard.
Steve Rickard is down. Get a doctor down there, John. We've got to get a doctor in there. He's been beaten. That is not on.
This
That
could
can't
be
happen.
serious.
Tony
This could be
Rickard is in
serious.
there. Get a doctor. We've got to check Steve Rickard. Haven't here tonight on the main event. You saw it.